Yo, what up, boys? And giving you an update on the Rage Cleaver Berserker from the clips you just saw. The build is doing actually really freaking good. It's actually doing slightly better than I thought it would, which is awesome. I love that, dude. So I've invested maybe like a divine and a divine and a half. I bought this for roughly a divine, so let's just call it a divine and a half, at most 2 divines. Okay, we are on day 2 of the league start, by the way. So about 2 divines invested into my character. Give you a quick look at my gear here. It's really nothing crazy at all. This sword I bought super early with the physical damage and pale chance already on it with the T1 attack speed, so I just crafted fizz on that. It's pretty good. My gear is nothing crazy. This helmet dropped for me. I got this myself. Just crafted on the AoE there. Been putting some implicits on it. Rigwald Savagery. It's like literally 1 chaos nowadays. This amulet is pretty good. Got the Elrond enchant on the amulet and the ring. Got this. Actually, I dropped this like not even like an hour ago or something. Tons of chaos res, flat damage, all res and life on it. Could even craft minus mana if I wanted to. I don't really need to though. This chest piece, I bought it. The first upgrade I did, by the way, if you're gonna follow along this build, definitely get the Rigwald Savagery. That's the very first thing you should buy. It's literally like 1 chaos, 2 or 3 for a good roll, maybe. Then get a 6 link for your main skill. 6 links are super cheap. Even day 1 of the Leaguestart, I got this for like 15C. Slapped a couple chaos orbs on it. Bada bing, bada boom. There you go. You got your 6 link. Also, get 20% quality on Cleave. Cleave of Rage. It only gives you 1 rage on hit, which is doable. You can still use the skill, but the 20% quality is what gives you the additional +1 for 2 per hit. So definitely get this 20 quality. I actually got this on my Uber Lab. When I went to go do Uber Lab, I got 2 rolls at the Divine Fountain. The first one gave me 8% quality. Second one gave me 11% quality. Then I just slapped 1 GCP on it. Boom, 20% quality. And then finally, so you get Rigwald Savagery, get a 6 link. You don't really need 20 quality on Cleave. You'll probably get that yourself from like Uber Lab like I did, run it like a couple times. I'm sure you'll get it. Then I would get Bear's Girdle, and that's all you need. That is actually all you need for the build. My passive tree is nothing special. I have a couple random jewels in here. Just one has life and impale chance. This one doesn't have life on it. It's just attack speed and a little bit of dex. A little bit of damage too. The cluster that I'm using is just for mana leech because I was spec'd all the way over here. So mana leech on here. I don't even have the extra rage on hit for my cluster. I might upgrade that later, but honestly, the rage generation is so good. Without it, like, it doesn't matter. Also, here's one thing important. Multi-strike does not generate rage per hit on the repeats, but because it gives you so much more attack speed, it's still worth using it. It feels so good. You could sock it in like pulverize or something, but that would lower your attack speed and give you a ton of radius. But as you saw from the clips, you don't really need radius with this build. I have quite literally this 9% increased area. That's it. That is the only source of extra area on my character whatsoever, and the area is gargantuan on Cleave. It is the entire screen, the direction that you're facing, it's the entire screen, like 180 degrees that way. Everything on this half of the screen, it's getting hit. Like, it's so freaking huge. You don't really need the extra area from Pulverize, and the less attack speed is going to be a detriment. So I would just go multi-strike anyway. That's what I've been using. It's been working fantastic. Plus, it just, you know, quality of life just feels better. Rage Vortex is on a 4 link. So it's Rage Vortex, Rage, Brutality, Pulverize. Don't even have this quality up yet. Quality would give it an extra 5% Rage Sacrifice, which doesn't matter in terms of the sacrifice. Again, you'll be generating your Rage very quickly. It would just give it extra damage. And my damage is crazy. It's not like crazy, but for day 2 on a league start, on a non-meta build with like 2 divines invested in the character, I think this damage is crazy. Not to mention the clear speed, which again, I'll put some more clips up here at the end if you didn't see them from the beginning. It's insane. Like, the clear speed is amazing. The survivability is really freaking good. I have what is it? I have 80 all res basically. I'm almost capped chaos res. I have 17k armor in hideout, non-juggernaut. That's pretty good. Non-champion, non-juggernaut. That's not bad at all. You have 10% instant leech. You have a ton of maximum leech because you have defiance. So if you get hit even 1 time, you're going to have a Defiant stack. You're always going to have a Defiant stack pretty much. And you get 50% increased maximum. And then I take this Leech Wheel down here for another, I think this is like 30% maximum, 10. Yep, so 30% right there with the 10%. Like, it just feels so good. On top of that, Rite of Ruin, I've been testing this, and it does. So I don't use Berserk at all. I should have clarified this. Another change from the initial build video, if you watch that. I'm not using Berserk whatsoever. So I am getting the degen from Rite of Ruin all the time. However, when you're killing monsters, it doesn't matter because you're going to be leeching so much health, you won't even notice it. But once you stop killing stuff, when you're going from pack to pack, you will notice the degen, but it'll stop at about half your health, and then it'll just basically flatline right there until your Enduring Cry comes back up, which I believe it's an 8-second cooldown for Enduring Cry, if I could find it here. If I could find it, there it is, 8-second cooldown. So you mainly will have like maybe 4 seconds ish, like assuming your enduring cry is not exactly off a cooldown the millisecond you stop attacking something, then you have to wait the full 8 seconds. That's probably not going to happen. So what I'm trying to say is your health will go about to half, then it'll stop because you'll start losing rage. But the rate at which you lose rage is so slow thanks to these nodes right here. 20% slower, 20% slower. So 40% slower rage loss. You will not lose a significant amount of rage, but you will not get the degen anymore as you're going from pack to pack. And then as soon as enduring cries off cooldown, boom, it procs. You get a massive life regen, you're back up to full health. It's no problem whatsoever. So that's an update on the build. It's feeling very good for the amount of investment that I put into it. Highly recommend it. The only change, again, from the Leaguestart video was, I think I have, instead of fortify, I'm using close combat. Don't use close combat. The radius is massive. You don't want to be right next to enemies anyway, if you can help it at least. So I would trade close combat out for fortify support, and that's about it. Otherwise, you can check the original build video. I'll leave it in the description below. You can loosely follow that. You can obviously look at all my gear again. You can go back and rewind it. The tincture is also working very well. And why I'm using Fortify is there is no Fortify tincture. I don't know how I thought there was a Fortify tincture. It just straight up doesn't exist. So instead I'm using Culling Strike with a little bit of extra attack speed. If I block recently, it doesn't really matter. It's just Culling Strike. Feels super good. These do have permanent uptime, by the way. These two flasks, highly recommend you get your whatever flask you're going to use. I recommend a silver and a granite. Because of the ascendancy here, any flasks that are adjacent to the tincture get increased effect and get charges every time you hit something. So if you can roll these with charge generation, what's it called? Increased charge recovery, I think is what it's called, or maximum charges or anything, like these are going to be up all of the time, even on bosses. It feels so good. So get some good prefixes or good suffixes like attack speed, reduced effect of curses, extra armor, whatever, and these flasks are up all the time. So I get it feels amazing. The quality of life in this build is through the roof. Not to mention this node right here. Unironically, one of my favorite things about the Metamorph League was that you could see the icons on the map of where all the packs are. You get this with Detect Evil, and the best part, it works in the forest. So even though you don't technically have a mini-map in the forest, you get to see all the marked enemies anywhere. It feels amazing. The quality of life of this build, again, it's super fast, has super good leech, super good recovery. I even did a no regen map. I'm pretty sure I have a clip of it. I'll put it at the end here if I have it. I'm assuming I do. I did a no regen map, and you can still just you're just good to go. It's that simple. I mean, it's a little bit annoying, don't get me wrong, but you could do a no regen map. You can't do a no leech map. You definitely die on that. But the only thing you can't do is Fizz Reflect, no leech. That's it. You can do every other map in existence. It feels so good. Anyway, I won't waste any more of your time. Thank you for watching. That was a quick update, and here's the end of the clips. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, that doesn't count. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. He should be dead. He should be dead. You should be pogging out of your gourd and he should be dead. There's no way. Is it invisible? There's no way. Also, I've been lagging like crazy. My internet. No excuse, but it's been really bad. Alright, well, we lost all of our rage. Just see how fast it takes us to kill him now. Pretty good. Look at that ramp time. That's not bad. That's honestly not bad. And we have Cold Strike, by the way, so bye-bye. We got the shield. Is that good? Roll on it. 15. Oof, that's pretty bad.